Hi, and welcome to this guided meditation. A moment to rest in stillness, to just be. I invite you to check in with yourself, where you are right now, and notice any tendencies of trying to achieve something or having any sense of direction or an aim. And see if you can just give those tendencies a bit of a smile, like you're noticing that they're there. Check in where your breath is right now. And if it feels okay for you, then you can almost tell yourself that it's okay for the breath to travel whichever way it wants to. There's no need to force deep breaths, but it's also warmly welcomed. As though you're telling your body that you trust it. You trust that it knows what it needs, that it has an inner wisdom. And if there's any doubt about that, see if you can allow it to coexist. Does it need to be either or? Hmm. And if there's any deep sighs that wants to come, see if you can allow them to unfold. Deep sighs and the vibration from the sounds is the body's way to tell itself to relax, that it's okay to feel safe. Almost like a self-soothing process. Really. And check in with yourself if you have a center somewhere. Sometimes there's this subtle feeling of being located in your head, sometimes in your heart, and sometimes in your gut. And sometimes you're not localized. It's almost like you're everywhere and nowhere. And if you're localized somewhere, just notice that there is a space where you are not, or that you think you are not. And without forcing anything, see if there's permission for you to expand, to melt. It can almost be like we have this little control function on the inside, making sure we stay in the same place. Like it's monitoring a contraction that keeps us steady. If you want to, you can even imagine that you give this control function a rest, thanking it for its service, but giving it permission to step back. that nothing needs to be monitored right now. And whatever response comes from your inner world, see if you can just notice that. Nothing needs to change right now in order for you to relax. Not even your contractions have to let go in order for you to relax. And if that doesn't feel true for you, see if you can explore the areas around any contractions. Almost like you don't force relaxation. You find where relaxation is already happening. The ultimate non-doing. Noticing what's already present. Noticing that allowance is already present. Nothing needs to be allowed. Just finding our way back to our essence, where allowance is our nature. And if there's a resistance, see if you can allow that. Almost like an exploration. I'd like to suggest that as soon as there's a contraction, a resistance, wanting something to disappear, that is occurring within a larger field, within an acceptance that's a given, our nature. You notice what happens in your body at the suggestion that it doesn't need to perform anything in order to feel relaxed, to access relaxation. Almost like the spaciousness or the essence of relaxation is embracing the contractions, holding them sacredly. Giving them room to breathe, to let go in their own terms. Trusting the body's inner wisdom. breathing into the spaciousness, to the warm embrace that is your inner world. It is your home. A space where safety is welcome, where you don't need to perform. And any demand that shows up that you should perform is itself just a swirl in your inner spaciousness. It is also welcome. It is also present. And around every contraction of demands, there is more spaciousness. There is more embrace. Finding the relaxation that's already there. Our attention usually often wants to go to the contractions, the rigidity, because they're more colorful, they stand out. But the softness that they rest in, that is your home. Your inner spaciousness. A resting place that you can never lose. And if it feels like it's lost, it's just being obscured. The contractions and the resistance is like shiny objects, drawing your attention to them. But they are always held in spaciousness. Holding you, even when you can't see it. And if this doesn't feel true for you, just see what it would be like if it was true. If it was always there to hold you, invite you back home. Notice if there's any response in your body. Breathing into openness, to presence, to your inner spaciousness, your inner embrace. allowing the tensions to unfold in their own pace, seeing the relaxation that's already there. And if trust is missing, see if you can just notice that. Nothing needs to be manufactured, but we can always invite it in. Go look for where it is present. A sweet invitation. The holding space that is ourself is already trusting. But trust cannot be forced. It's to be discovered, rested back in. And just naming it for ourselves usually takes us closer to home. Notice what our relationship with trust is right now. Being honest with ourselves. That in itself is trust. Trusting ourselves with truth. You are the spaciousness with which you hold yourself. And relaxation doesn't need to be forced or earned. It is your nature, the warm embrace around all contractions. Notice what's alive in your body right now. And see if it has any impulse to move. To sway side to side or stretch out the arms. And see if there's allowance to follow those impulses. And also notice if there's anything from this meditation that you would like to invite more of. You'd like to immerse yourself in some more. We've come to the end of the meditation. And thank you for the trust of joining you on this journey.